Hello. Today I'm going to talk about some issues that people become aware about that their computer's running slow. I'm going to explain some steps on how to fix the issue. First things first, if your computer's been running slow and you haven't rebooted it lately, what I'd like for you to do is go ahead and reboot it. That way it basically is fresh. Nothing's been running for a while. That'll free up some memory and everything. Once you get the computer back up and running, one thing what we can do is we can go over here to the right of our screen down here, and we can click over here on the task menu and see what icons are basically running. Sometimes you might have updates running, sometimes you may not. Antivirus could be doing a check right now. That could slow your computer down. You could be running Windows updates. That can slow it down too, because you're not realizing what's going on. But what we can do is basically we can go over to our start menu. In here we can type in RESMON, Resmon, and what this will do it'll tell us everything that's going on with the computer right now, like an overview of all the applications that's running. The CPU tells you how much is taken away from the CPU, how much memory is being used, your disk network, how much is in there, how much you're able to write with, and it talks about your network. It'll help you out a lot by going through this way. That way you can kind of figure out what's going on with your computer. Another thing you can also do is, a lot of times people don't realize how much they've got on their computer. You can click on computer. You can find out how much hard drive space you got. You need at least 200 to 500 megabytes of free hard drive space. This available space allows the computer to have room to swap file to increase the size, as well as room for temporary files. There are chances that your hard drive could be corrupted or fragmented. Basically what we have to do here is we need to go to our start menu, go to all programs, accessories, system tools. When we go through here, we can click on defragment, and we can schedule it, or we can actually analyze our disk to see how it is, and we can go ahead and defragment. That will help a lot, because that way your computer is not missing certain pieces of data and is able to write everywhere and run stuff. Another thing you can do is scan for malware. There's Trojans, viruses and stuff out there, and you need to have a good application to be able to do that. What I use is a program called Malwarebytes. It's anti-malware. All you have to do is log it in. Go ahead and update it. Once you log it in, it's going to ask you to update. Once it's updated, we can go from there. Just give it a second here. Once we go up here, what we can do is we can basically go through here, we're scanning. We do perform a quick scan. If you've been scanning it ever so often, we do a perform. If we want to do a full, which is wise for the first time, is you just click on the full and scan. It will take some time depending on your hard drives. Once it does that, it will let you know what it finds and what you can go through there, and it'll tell you things you should delete and fix the issues. A lot of times this will cause everything to be okay. Another issue that can slow your computer down is hardware conflicts. So what we need to do with this is find out if this is anything, is go to start menu, go to control panel. Once you're in the control panel, all you need to do is go over here and look for device manager. And what you're looking for in here is if there's anything in here that is basically not showing, it says showing you issues. If there's an issue there, that can cause issues with your computer. What you need to do is try to update the driver that's been missing, or if you don't know what the driver is, try to figure out what kind of a model it is and do a search on it. That way you can find the driver. That will be able to help you there. Another thing you can go out and do is do a Windows update. When I do that, I usually click on here. Basically, I can just click on Windows Update, and then you just basically click on it, and it'll ask you to search, or if it's already searched, you can go ahead and click on the top ones, the ones that are important to you. When you click on those, these are things that the system really likes to have. And the other one is basic options available. Doesn't mean you have to download them, but most of the time it's wise to download them. Windows loves to have updates. They automatically update their stuff a lot of times, and if you don't have your thing set up for automatic updates, this is something you need to do at least once or twice a month. I highly recommend it. Also, update your drivers. Your computer runs slow if your drivers are out of date, especially a video card. A lot of these new programs out here, even gaming programs, they require the new drivers. You're running an old driver, you're going to be really laggy and slow. So you need to update those video drivers. Another thing you need to do, maybe update your memory. You may need more memory than what you have right now. To find out what kind of memory you have, just go over here to Control Panel, right click on it, click on Properties, and it'll show you installed memory. Most of the time, some people may have 1 or 2 gigs. If you're running a lot of applications, that will slow down. The more memory you have, the better you are. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory. Some of the older computers, you're trying to run a new version of Windows 7, Windows 8, you may not be able to hold it. You might need to look at upgrading components of your computer. Old computers aren't really capable of running new products a lot of times, so you might have to upgrade certain parts. Another thing you might have to do is download a program to help you do a registry cleaner on your computer. That you got to keep in mind, when you're doing a registry cleaner, there are chances that you can mess up your registry where the computer will not work right. So be careful over there. Most of the time, these issues will fix it. All you have to do is have trial and patience, and if none of this actually works, what I would recommend doing is basically go to restart your computer, click on the F8 button. You'll have some options come in there. When you do get the option, click on safe mode, start in safe mode. Go ahead and start in safe mode. See how the computer runs. Or you can do the safe mode with networking. If the computer's running faster than what it was, then you have a driver conflict or a software conflict that you've installed that's messing up the system. Then you'll need to troubleshoot and try to figure out which one of those systems are. But this will actually help you get going. I hope this helps you. Thank you.